Something strange happened, and then a man's face appeared inside. Labake screamed and jumped back. "Don't be afraid," the man said in a calm voice. "Keep this mirror, and I will give you anything you want." Labake's heart pounded. She didn't know if she should stay or run. "I am not from your world. This mirror is my home. But if you keep it with you, I will give you everything your heart desires." Labake was a young and beautiful woman, but behind her beauty was a heavy heart. A few years ago, she lost both her parents in a terrible sickness. They had been her only family. Their small house felt so big and empty now, and at night, the silence made her feel even more lonely. Labake wanted a good life for herself, a life where she wouldn't have to struggle for food or worry about the future. She believed she deserved nice things, and she worked hard selling clothes at the markets. One evening, after coming back from the market, she looked at her small room and sighed. Something was missing. She thought, "I need a big mirror that will show me my full beauty, so I can admire myself every day." The very next day, she went to a second-hand shop at the edge of the market. The place was full of things that looked like they had stories to tell. And there it was, a tall, shiny mirror with a beautiful frame. It looked strange, like it didn't belong there. "How much is this?" she asked the shop owner. "Ah, that one is just 10,000, with a smile. It was a lot of money for Labake, but something about the mirror pulled her closer. She paid for it and carried it home, sweating under the hot sun. She didn't know she was carrying more than a mirror. She was carrying her future. That night, after taking a bath, Labake stood in front of her new mirror, smiling at her reflection. But as she stared, something strange happened. The surface of the glass began to ripple like water, and then a man's face appeared inside. Labake screamed and jumped back. "Don't be afraid," the man said in a calm voice. "I am here to help you. Keep this mirror, and I will give you anything you want." Labake's heart pounded. She didn't know if she should stay or run, but curiosity is a powerful thing. Labake's breathing was fast. She stood at the corner of her room, staring at the mirror like it was alive. The man's face was still there. Smooth skin, a sharp jaw, and eyes that seemed to look right into her soul. He smiled, showing perfect with white teeth. Very handsome. "Who are you?" Labake finally asked, her voice shaking. "My name is Duro," he said softly. "I am not from your world. This mirror is my home. But if you keep it with you, I will give you everything your heart desires. Clothes, money, even love, and beauty." Labake's eyes widened. Could this be real? For years, she had struggled to pay her rent, to buy good food, to look as fine as the rich ladies she saw at weddings. Now, this stranger in the mirror was offering it all. Something in her heart told her it was dangerous. But another part, the part that had known hunger, loneliness, and poverty, whispered that maybe this was her chance. The man in the mirror spoke again calmly. "Don't be afraid, Labake. I am here to make your life better. Keep this mirror, and I will give you whatever you ask for." She couldn't believe it. Anything she asked? "Anything," he replied. Testing him, she asked for a pair of new shoes. And instantly, a pair of new shiny heels appeared on her bed. She asked for clothes. They appeared. Bags, they appeared. The latest designers, for that matter. Her fear turned to excitement. She stopped asking how it happened. Every time Labake received something, the man in the mirror would smile and ask, "Won't you ask me what I want in return?" But Labake would laugh and wave him off. "There's nothing you will ask that money can't buy," she would say. Months passed. Her tiny room transformed into a queen's chamber. Gold jewelries, perfumes, shoes, expensive clothes, expensive fabrics. Everything was hers. People in the neighborhood whispered about her sudden wealth, but she never explained. The man in the mirror kept giving her whatever she asked for. All she had to do was to ask, and it is instantly done. But each time the mysterious man gives Labake anything, he kept asking, Won't you ask me for what I want in return? But Labake never paid attention to that question. Within 2 years, Labake had moved into a big house. She wore the latest lace fabrics, attended the biggest parties, and drove expensive cars. But despite all her wealth, something felt missing. She couldn't explain it until one lonely evening, as she sat in her huge living room, staring at her mirror. "I know what I want now," she told the mysterious man in the mirror. "What is it?" he asked. And Labake responded, "A husband, a tall, handsome man who will love me and give me children." For the first time since she met the man in the mirror, his smile faded. "You cannot have that," he said coldly. Labake frowned. "Why not? It is the condition. You will never marry. You will never have children." Labake's mouth went dry. "You never told me this before." And then the man replied, "But you never asked." Labake fell to her knees begging. But the man in the mirror said, "Each time you request for something, I always ask you. Won't you ask me what I want in return?" But you never cared to ask. Labake started crying. And the man in the mirror said, "Labake, if you insist that you must get married, then you have to give me your legs, your womb, and your eyes." Labake was dumbfounded, and for the first time, she called the mysterious man in the mirror by his name. "Duro, how can you say that? If you take my legs, my womb, and my eyes, then what is the point of getting married? How will I have children?" And the man in the mirror said, "Labake, that is the condition. It is now your turn to decide." Labake begged, "Please, I will give up everything. Just let me marry." But the man's voice was firm. "No." Labake spent the next 5 years begging the man in the mirror to change the condition. She stopped asking for material things. All she wanted was love and a family. Every time she asked, Duro, the mysterious man in the mirror, always refused. Her friends got married. They had children. They posted pictures of family holidays and baby birthdays. Labake attended weddings and pretended to be happy. But inside her heart was breaking. She realized too late that she had gained everything except the one thing her soul truly needed. One rainy evening, after another friend announced her second pregnancy, Labake returned home in tears. She stood before the mirror. "Duro, you ruined my life," she shouted. The man in the mirror only smiled. "I gave you everything you asked for, but you never cared for the cost. You never asked me what I wanted in return. Now I have told you my conditions, and you blame me?" In a moment of rage, she grabbed a heavy stool and smashed the mirror into pieces. The sound echoed through the room. The moment the mirror shattered, all her wealth disappeared. Her expensive clothes turned to rags. Her jewelry vanished. Her big house crumbled into dust around her. She found herself standing in the middle of an empty, broken room, the same small room she had lived in years ago. This time, the house looked more tattered, more like a pauper. The man in the mirror was gone. Labake wondered where he had gone to, and she shouted, "Duro, please come back. I am sorry." But the man in the mirror never came back. Labake sat on the floor, wailing and weeping. Labake's beauty faded. Her once admiring friends avoided her. Suitors never came. With no money, no family, and no mirror, she lived in deep poverty. Many nights she sat alone, remembering the day she bought that strange mirror and how she never asked the most important question. Labake grew older, wallowing in deep pain and poverty. She wished she could turn the hands of time, but it was too late. The man in the mirror never came back to Labake, and she never knew where he went to. She died quietly one night in her small room, her story told only as a warning to others in the town. That was how the story of Labake and the man in the mirror ended. The moral of this story is this, my dear viewers. Always ask questions before accepting gifts or offers. Everything in life comes with a cost. Some prices are too high. Wealth without peace and family is an empty life. Be content with what you have. Greed can blind you to hidden dangers. Not all that glitters is gold. Quick success without hard work often fades quickly. Some opportunities are traps in disguise. Be wise before you say yes. Patience and honest efforts brings lasting rewards. Ignoring red flags can lead to lifelong regrets. True happiness comes from love, health, and peace of mind, not just material things. Thank you so much for listening to my story. I hope you learned a lesson from Labake's story. My name is Onyi of Onyi Stories and Folktales, and please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly click on the subscribe button, turn on the notifications so when I post more stories like this, you'll be the first to get them. And if you're a returning subscriber, hey, thank you so much for always coming back. I sincerely appreciate you. You know you're the real MVP, right? And trust me when I say, I have loads and loads of interesting stories on my channel that you would love to watch. So please kindly take a popcorn, relax, sit on my channel if you can, and watch all of my stories. Trust me, you will love them. Until I see you in my next story, take care of yourself. Bye.